This is my Sidepack in British Tan, made in 1998 from Costa Rica. I first started by taking off the brass hardware. I used a ruler at first to kind of get under the prongs and then went to a butter knife because it was actually kind of hard to get these off and I wanted to make sure I didn't scratch them, but I did eventually get them off and went in with Lexol 1 mixed with water and just made sure to get into all the crevices, and I went in with my suede brush and vacuumed the inside because I realized I should probably stuff the bag first, so I'm doing that here before I go back with Lexol 1, getting panel by panel and wiping it down with a microfiber cloth as I go along. And I went in with a Q-tip to make sure that the verdigris from the brass would come off the leather, and then went into the straps with a thread zapper to get the edges cleaned up before I finally got the leather CPR on there, which this bag definitely really needed. It was so satisfying to see the moisture sink in, and I probably did around 4 rounds of leather CPR with rest and buffing in between. And here I am getting all the hardware nice and cleaned up, and it was actually such a hard process, but the results speak for themselves. It was definitely worth the effort and scrubbing it took to get them to look this good. And it was actually harder to put it back on, I think, than to take it off, because I had to make sure that the prongs were secure and flat so that it wouldn't scratch the leather. But I did eventually get it on there and just did some kind of last minute touch-ups here before I went in with my final round of leather CPR. And now for the reveal. Here's the before and after. I think it's safe to say I'm absolutely obsessed, and I'll definitely be attempting more restoration projects in the future.